Hello friends, Tal here, and today we're going to be taking a look at another quick guide in the Overwatch beta. Today we are seeing Mei, the ice gun user, defensive hero extraordinaire, and one of my personal favorites, defensive heroes to use. Now, as with all of these quick guides here in the Overwatch beta, I'm going to be taking a look at their abilities, some tactics, some counters, a lot of just very basic stuff, how to play the hero essentially, in the practice range here in the game. Now, the reason for this is that Overwatch is a game where you're going to want to be switching characters and basically adjusting your strategy and what you play according to the map, the enemy team, the friendly team, and whatever thing you can exploit in your enemy's defenses. Let's say they're really terrible against snipers. Well, having two Hanzos isn't a good idea, but if they just cannot deal with them, you might want to switch to double Hanzo. And that's why I go ahead and take a look at all of this in the practice range, because I want to make sure I emphasize to everyone that watches these that while you're playing the game, you want to be switching heroes. I don't want to stick to one hero and potentially lose games and just give other people a negative experience. But anyways, enough about that. Today, Mei, once again, Mei Bei, defensive hero. She shoots people with an ice gun. She's amazing. Anyways, she slows and freezes enemies. She can build ice walls, and her ultimate blizzard does basically a giant slowing and freezing field in a big old circle that renders the enemy team completely immobile and makes it very easy to get a couple headshots in, can win the game in various defensive and especially the new control maps. Very fun to play. So its Blizzard is her ultimate. Her left shift is Cryo Freeze, which if you've ever played WoW, is Ice Block. You block yourself and you heal up, which is actually very interesting and good to use in certain situations. If you're getting low, you hear that little sound that basically says, it's like something that all the characters do. They kind of gasp. They go. It's basically when they're very low on health, and you can go ahead and quickly press your shift ability, and you block yourself, you become invulnerable, and you also heal yourself up. Her second ability is an ice wall. She just makes an ice wall in front of her, and her gun is a left click, just kind of spray of ice, and right click, it forms an icicle, and it's very precise and just kind of shoots it forward. Anyways, her melee is a nice big gloved punch to the face, pretty basic. And let's see here. So first things first, her gun launches a spray of ice that has a range. If you see here, I'm not hitting the boss. I'm not hitting the bot. Move forward. That's about the range that you can expect to hit people. As you see there, it does freeze them. Now, the thing about the practice range is because they're not actual people, it's a little more difficult to see when they're actually frozen. But essentially, when you're shooting them, there's a point at which they become right there. So they're frozen. You'll actually see that on other enemy heroes. When they're like that, they can't move. They're just taking damage from whatever you do them. And the general strategy is to freeze them and then icicle them in the face. So essentially, you would do boom, done. It doesn't one-shot everyone. And obviously, if they're shooting at you, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do this. But you do slow down their aim. You can actually keep channeling it once they're frozen to just keep doing moderate damage. Like, let's say if everyone else is around you shooting you, you are able to do that. As well as just kind of get very accurate, easy snipes to the head with that. Let me not fall off there because I think I've fallen off that in like 3 videos now. So it's pretty accurate. It does travel a good distance. And yeah, I mean, it's not something that you want to use too up close unless you're Snipe Master Extraordinaire. But it's pretty good. It's pretty basic, pretty fun. Her second ability is, of course, the Ice Wall. You can actually shoot this down, and it's a nice way to block off entrances, block off paths. If you see a sniper, just kind of harass them by putting that up in front of them. You see a Reinhardt charging, put that up, stop him. But you can also actually lift people up, including enemies, which I failed to do there because I'm amazing. Amazing. I love Mei. I really do. Mei is Bei. Let me see if I can get this down right. Alright, well, ideally, you can actually lift people up. So, for example, if there was a ledge up there that a Bastion can't reach, but a Genji can, I can actually lift the Bastion up there and get him into a position where he usually wouldn't have been able to get. Pretty cool. And then her shift ability is Ice Block. It's about 5 seconds. You just kind of shield yourself. You can't look around you, but of course you do become a sitting duck if there's enemies around you. Let's go ahead and take some damage. We can see how much it heals up. Okay, 210. Ice block. Right back up to 250. See how much it heals completely. Come on, shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot me some more. Let's take a lot of damage here. Okay, so we're under 100. And it heals us up. Wow, okay, so that almost healed us up to full from under 100. It was about 2 to 3. I'm not good at math. I'm not even going to try math it, but it gives you a lot of healing. And then our ultimate is a very fantastic, he just shot me, blizzard that he just kind of picks up a little robot, throws in the spot that you have your cursor, and does a huge slowing field. Same effect as your gun, lets you just icicle people to death, but you can also just spray them with this. Fantastic ultimate. Really good at controlling the field of battle, and that's what a defensive hero is all about. They're not the ones that are really going to be getting all the kills unless you're, again, Snipe Master Extraordinaire of Hanzo or Explosive Demolition, frankly, Bastard with Junkrat. But that's kind of the point of the defensive role. Does a lot of damage in clumped up team fights. You can get a play of the game easily if you get 4 or 5 people in that thing. And it really just sets up your team for a lot of easy kills. Overall, Mei is a very, very good character at controlling the battlefield, but she has no movement. That is her biggest weakness. She can ice block to save herself, but that leaves her sitting duck. Basically, you want to try to be in the back or around other higher priority targets. If you're getting focused down, it's very hard to get things done. But then again, if you're getting focused down, your team is free to do other more important things. Mei is very good. I do find her to be a very good character. Not a lot of people know how to play her well, because of course this is beta, it's not out to the public just yet, so there's going to be a lot less people playing her than what will eventually exist. But she is a very good character. I really do enjoy her. Oh my god, I finally did it right. So I'm up here. I enjoy playing her. She's a lot of fun. And easy ways to counter her, just try not to get too close, because of course she'll just freeze you and make your life hell. And this stops you from moving, and it also slows you while you're going. So you eventually get to a point where you're moving so slow you can't keep up with your targeting reticle on her, and she will just kill you. But yeah, I mean, great on control maps, great on maps where there's small corridors where you have to just hold the position. If you're moving something forward, it's not as easy, but I have seen it work. And Blizzard's just fantastic, just fantastic. A little cute robot thingy there. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So Mei is pretty fun. Biggest weakness again is the mobility. She doesn't have a lot of health, 250. She will die very quickly, but she does have to shift ice block to kind of heal herself back up, make herself invulnerable. But anyways, this has been my quick guide to Mei. Forgive me, words are difficult. Here in the Overwatch beta. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like it, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, maybe post a comment if you'd like me to take a look at anything else specific. I'm still working my way down the line of defensive heroes, going into tanks, and then going into supports finally. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.